Now, your forecast first, sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Been an overcast, rainy day across central Illinois. You can still see the cloud cover on our roofing dog eye at Gibson Area Hospital camera in Gibson City. And those clouds trying to exit the area in some locations. But we've still got a little pocket of rain here showing up into east central Illinois near Paris. And then back down towards the KZ area. And all of this is slowly moving off into Indiana. We want to see an end to some of this rain over the next several hours. But more is on the way as we head into your Friday. Temperatures, cooler day, obviously, with all the cloud cover and the rain. 60 in Champaign, 62 in Springfield. If you're heading out and about here this evening, you still see the wet pavements there and some of the puddles there alongside Neal Street. The rain will be coming to an end. Temperatures cooling down. We've got to talk about when that next round arrives. We'll do that coming up. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
We start with breaking news tonight. Illinois will remain under an order to stay at home through the end of May. Governor Pritzker rolled out a modified executive order that does allow some businesses to start to reopen under strict guidelines. We have team coverage for you tonight. WCIA 3's Cole Hankey live in our Capitol newsroom, talking about new face mask requirements. But first, we're going to get to our Capitol Bureau Chief, Mark Maxwell, live in Springfield. Mark, this means Illinois will spend at least 10 weeks of 2020 under a stay-at-home order.
Jennifer, that's right, and we're approaching the 5-week point now, the halfway mark in this fight against COVID-19 as we stay at home to reduce the risk and reduce the spread of the coronavirus. Governor Pritzker acknowledged today in his remarks that this is the most difficult point in that stretch. As we near May 1, that's when these new relaxed restrictions would go into effect. Governor Pritzker telling small business owners, quote, "I see your pain." He hopes that that's reflected in this new revision. It includes a partial reopening that relaxes some restrictions on non-essential business operations, but it also adds some new safety regulations for essential workers and essential businesses that have already been working through this 5-week stretch. The governor also pointed to expert models that to make his case and illustrate what's at stake if we were to reopen the entire economy now.
If we lifted the stay-at-home order tomorrow, we would see our deaths per day shoot into the thousands by the end of May, and that would last well into the summer. Our hospitals would be full, and very sick people would have nowhere to go.
Still, the governor will allow outdoor activities like fishing and golf, though under strict guidelines, and some state parks will start to gradually reopen to allow people to get outdoors. This new order, even with its many revisions and some relaxations, will no doubt invite some scrutiny. Many skeptics and critics already chiming in, including some local lawmakers who point to the growing economic cost. But tonight, House Republican leader Jim Durkin says he's pleased with some of these steps, these first steps to reopen the state for business, even though he wants to see more. And Jennifer, some good news on the testing front. Illinois leads the entire Midwest in that group, that coalition of 7 states that bonded together in recent days. We lead those states in tests per day and tests per capita. Public health experts say that is key to reopening the entire economy.
Yeah, Mark, I know the governor wants to get to 10,000 a day. We're trying to get there. All right, thank you so much. Now, another addition to the governor's executive order is requiring you to wear a face covering if you go out in public. WCIA 3's Cole Hankey live in our Capitol newsroom tonight. So the first question I had, Cole, when I heard this was, how do you enforce this?
Well, yeah, the governor is going to be relying on enforcement at the local level to make sure people are wearing face masks. But he also isn't saying that not wearing a face mask to your local grocery store will get you arrested. There was a time when health officials were saying that wearing a face covering wouldn't necessarily help delay the spread of COVID-19, but now, thanks to Governor Pritzker's latest executive order, they are going to be required in public. And that covering does not have to be a medically certified mask. It could be a bandana or a mask you make at home. The enforcement of this requirement will be much like the rest of the orders, where it will be decided at the local level. Each city, each town will be able to decide how strictly they will enforce this. But he said he is not encouraging police by any means to cause a scene or make arrests based on this order. Private businesses like grocery stores or other ones allowed to be open under this executive order can choose to not let people into their facilities if they are not wearing a mask, though.
Certainly done at the local level. We're not encouraging police officers to stop people and to arrest them or take drastic action. We are encouraging certainly everybody to encourage everybody else that they know, but including the police or other officials to people should wear a mask.
Masks will be required starting May 1st when the rest of the governor's order goes into effect. And if you're outside or somewhere that you can stay 6 feet away from one another, you are not required to wear one. Also, babies under 2 years old and people who cannot wear a mask because of a medical condition are also excused from this order. Reporting in Springfield, I'm Cole Hankey, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Cole, thank you for that part of the story. Now, to see all of the changes of this stay-at-home order extension, download the WCIA 3 News app. And on top of that big announcement, Public Health says there are more than 1,800 more positive cases in the state, and another 123 people have died. That brings the total number of cases to nearly 37,000. 1,688 people have lost their lives. One day after posting their highest number of single-day confirmed cases, Macon County announced only one new case. There are still 96 confirmed cases because they figured out someone who was counted in their total actually lived in another county, so they're standing at 96 right now. The county is still expecting more results from tests at Fairhaven Senior Living. Fairhaven's accounts for the vast majority of cases there. The city of Decatur sent out a survey also to the community to see how people want to see resources used.
We have a very specific question about, how do they feel about the measures that are currently in our community? For the most part, most people believe that they're balanced. Some people would say they're too relaxed, too strict, but the bulk of the people say that the measures that we've taken so far are relatively balanced.
The survey has only been live for 2 days, but it has already gotten more than 1,500 responses. City officials are reading the feedback as it comes in and will be looking to make more decisions as more cases are confirmed. In Sangamon County, Villa's Senior Care Community in Sherman is reporting 4 more cases. One of those people is hospitalized. There are now 14 confirmed cases there. 2 people have died. New tonight at 5, police are on the scene of a shooting in Decatur. It happened this afternoon near East Williams and North Water Streets. Police say one person was shot. No word on their condition. There are new CDC guidelines out for your pets after 2 cats are diagnosed positive. How you can protect them from COVID-19. Plus, some seniors picked up their cap and gown today, but they still don't know when they'll put them on. What one school wants to do to celebrate the class of 2020.